Hi guys, welcome back. Nick Reeves here again in the workshop. This is part 3 of the Funfighter build. This is the ME109 from the Cambrian model company. In the last part, I'll put a link up there somewhere. We got to the stage where I had the fuselage sides come together. While I'm filming it, that was last night. So now I'm just going to take these batteries off, see what we've got. And decide where we're going. So before it was all glued up, there was a slight twist to both the fuselage sides when they're just sheet wood. I'm hoping that when we take the batteries off, it's glued up and probably hopefully lost some of that twist, but we shall see. So it's come out pretty nice. It's actually pretty straight, I think. I'll hold that together there. Yeah, that's coming out pretty well. So what I'm going to do now is, let's see if I can get you to see inside here. All these, where are we? These longerons in here were all put in when this side was flat on the formers. So this side now I need to put them in here. I can also put in the former that goes in here. I can put in a former that goes in here. I can join the back end and just generally make some progress. So I shall carry on with that and come back to you when we've got a bit more done. Okay, so made a bit of progress, as you'll see, but come across the first little snag. This former here, this is F6. Yep, F6. It's got to sit somewhere there. Going on the plan, it's got to sit 100mm forwards of the tailstock, which would allow for the fin to sit in. So it's going to sit somewhere there, like that. The fin's going to somehow sit on top like that, and there's going to be fairings and whatnot each side. So with that in mind, looking to see where this is going to sit. I don't know how well you'll be able to see in the video from there, but the natural line of this fuselage is pretty straight just now from this point back. If I put that former in there now, there's probably 1/16 of an inch, maybe a 2mm gap either side of the fuselage, either side of the former, sorry. So to take that up, I could just squeeze it in. It's not much to take up, but when you look down the line of the fuselage, then it's curving in on this side and curving in like that on this side. So I think what I might well do is get a piece of scrap balsa, make another one, but widen it just from my fingers down, widen it out there, just to take it out, just to take out that that slack. So it's not much, but it's enough just to, because one thing, when it comes to do the sheeting at the back here, if it's doing this along the fuselage, it's going to be so difficult to get a nice smooth roll round with the balsa. So I might as well get rid of the problem just now, making you one of these, and do it properly. So I'll just do that and get it in. Okay, so got the former made up. That's the original one. Made up a new one, very slightly wider, same sort of profile for the sheeting. It's all glued in. Obviously the the tail end right down here still gluing. It's PVA glue, a bit stronger in my opinion. What I have noticed through the process of doing this former is that there is still a very slight twist in the fuselage. Now, what I'm probably going to do to help cure that is that former is square at the bottom, and the bottom of the fuselage at the back here is square. So when I come to do the sheeting here, I'm probably going to pin or fix, weight down, whatever, the tail end like that, so that it's square to itself from there back. So then any other twist is going to be from here forwards, if that makes any sense whatsoever. The curved parts here will give it strength. So I'm going to wait now till this glue joint here has got off hard. I'll then glue in the top spine here. So I can pin it down, fix it down so it's square, put the top spine in so that holds it square as well. Excuse me. And then I'll be able to get the sheeting on. I'm not going to pre-curve the sheeting on this. It's not too much of a strain to go around that sort of bend. And what I'll do is I'll see if I can't line up the front end a bit, because there's going to be a piece that goes on. Okay, you can't really see it there. There's going to be the top deck that goes on here. But again, this is where a butt comes in as well, because this is going to be a slope soarer. The battery is going to be in the engine bay up here, and the elevator servo and the receiver are going to be in this bay here, which is the tank bay. So what I'm proposing doing is I need to have a look at the plan to see what the shapes and everything are. I think the bottom side under here, I think is going to be shaped. It's going to be curved. So I need to decide whether to have the hatch underneath or on top. I'm thinking underneath, simply because I want to keep the strength in the top. But I'll have a think about that. I need access to the elevator servo and everything like that as well. So that's where I am just now. I should come back when I've got a bit more glued on. Okay, last little bit for just now on this part. I've got a bit more thinking to do. What we've got just now is that this is still gluing here, this bit's loose. This front section, top deck, is gluing. A little bit of weight on there to hold it down. My thinking is, I mentioned before about the twist in the fuselage. My thinking is I can put this top piece on here, have the hatch underneath somehow, because that's not going to need as much strength as what we are up here, I don't think. So that's gluing there. This bit will be the next to be glued. Once that is dry, I can take the battery off. I can then weigh this back end flat down. But before I do any gluing in there, what I need to do, I nearly forgot about it, it's only because I was studying the plan. How are we going to get a servo push rod or control snake from here to here? So I need to make the holes in these formers, get this push rod run in at least into this bay here, because I don't know quite where it's going to go yet into the servo in the front here. There's pre-marked holes. Well, in that former there's some holes already made, and there's a mark in this former where it should go, and then it should pop out somewhere here. So what I'm going to do is, I said, what that'd be the first thing to do. Yeah, that'll be the next thing to do once this is dried. So I'm probably going to leave that now till tomorrow, to let all this PVA go off properly hard. The doublers are in. What else? I've got the wings. I think I showed you before. The wings have got some not damage. It's the veneer is coming away from the foam core, so that needs to be glued back down. And I've ordered some hypodermic needles so I can put some thinned down PVA, inject it into the leading edge. On the normal build, you wouldn't need to do that. You just need to put the leading edges on. But because this is old, it's starting to part, I want to make sure it's strong. So that'll be the next thing. That's why I haven't done anything on the wings yet, because I'm waiting for them to come. What else? That's about it just now. So yeah, if you're liking this build, give us a thumbs up down here. There's also subscribe down there, or click on my face. Tick the bell as well, that will give you a notification when I put a new video up. Any feedback, any comments, please, again, underneath, give us a description, below the description, and give us a comment, see what you think. If I could be doing anything better, differently, let me know. And yeah, I'll be back soon, hopefully with a bit more progress in the next part. So catch you later.